Getting in shape and building a strong aesthetic physique is the best thing you can do for yourself as a young man. Now, why is this? Well, the thing is, it improves every single aspect of your life. I mean, imagine the type of confidence you would feel if every time you looked in that mirror, you were proud of the body that you saw. When you went out on a date, how you would feel about yourself, how other people would treat you with respect. Also, when we talk about self-improvement, right, like all the different pillars you can improve, it's money, status, confidence, right? All these things, they take a long time to improve, but your physique is something that you can change in 3 to 6 months with great effort, like make significant improvements. Now, what's my goal with this video? Well, I remember back when I started my fitness journey, seeing so much conflicting information. Oh, this is the best diet to do. Oh, this is the best workout routine. No, you should do this workout routine instead. And I remember feeling so overwhelmed, like, holy fuck, like, where do I even start? So my goal with this video is to provide you all of the knowledge I've learned in the last 3 or 4 years of my journey and give you just a little bit of a beginner's guide to starting your journey. So with that being said, let's get into the 4 pillars of building an aesthetic physique and getting in shape as a young man. Number 1 is the mindset. Now, I know what you're probably saying. Oh yeah, mindset, bro. Oh yeah, just believe in yourself. Shut up, mom. This is the exact reason why you are not at where you are, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, we could give you the perfect workout routine. We could give you the perfect diet to follow. But if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't believe the right things, you don't have the right belief system, you're never gonna build it in the first place. And I guarantee you, overlooking this aspect is the reason why you have been stuck. So what makes a strong mindset? Well, the first thing you have to understand is that it's going to be hard. Like going to the gym, training, getting in shape, it's fucking difficult. Like there's gonna be days where you say like, oh yeah, I kind of feel like just staying in bed today and, playing my video games and eating my sweeties. And when you're faced with that moment, you have a choice to make. Are you going to give in? Are you going to stay comfortable, right? Which is maybe what you've been doing. Or are you going to rise to the occasion? Are you going to decide like, fuck that, I'm going to stick to the discipline and I'm going to see it through. And when you have the belief that like, I know it's going to be hard, I know it's going to be difficult, it allows you to push through those moments, right? This isn't something that's going to come easy. Do not ever think it's going to be easy, but understand that that's why it's so special. You see, if getting in shape was so easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would be in shape, but literally more than 50% of the world is obese. Like literally most guys don't even have the discipline to stick with this, to actually do it. And just know that by you watching this video, like by you starting this journey, that's a signal to yourself. That's a sign that I'm willing to make a change. That's a sign that I'm willing to get started. So props to you for being on this video in the first place and actually being part of like the 1% of guys that are willing to make a change. Now, the next belief that you have to have is that if I see it through, success is inevitable. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Well, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth to all the different pillars of exercise after this mindset section. But when it comes down to getting in shape, like we said earlier, it's not rocket science, It's not fucking calculus. Like, it's simple when you understand how to do it, If you train hard, you hit the gym consistently, you do the habits, you sleep well, you eat clean, you take care of the things you have to control, bro, you are going to build your dream physique. Like, it's going to happen. It's a guarantee if you put in the actions, if you put in the inputs. But the thing is, you have to put in those actions. You have to actually be willing to get started. But just understand that with doing this, like, there is no risk. Like, there is no way that you lose. The only risk is not starting. The only risk is putting it off. Saying, oh, I don't feel like starting today. No, fuck that. It's time to make a change. And if you make that change, you get started, you will eventually get to where you want to be. So now let's get into the training aspect, okay? Pillar number 2, training. When it comes to how often you want to hit the gym, I see a lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people have the belief that, if I want to get in shape, I have to hit the gym, 6 days a week for 2 hours, and I got to be in the gym all day, and like I have to commit my life to this. But that could not be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is that the gym should not take up your whole life. Like, if you're a busy guy, you have a lot of shit going on, there's no excuse not to do it because the gym is just a small portion of your life. Really, all it takes to see significant results, to get in great shape, is 3 to 5 days a week, an hour each, 45 minutes to an hour each. You don't have to be in there 7 days a week for fucking 4 hours to see results. And within that 3 to 5 frequency, right? Obviously, if you hit the gym 5 times a week, that version of you is going to do better than the version of you who goes 3 times a week, right? The more you can do, the better. But every single guy, like, has time to go 3 times a week. Nobody has an excuse. And you might be saying, oh, but Frank, I have 4 kids and, I have 2 jobs and I work 17 hours a day. Buy workout equipment to work out at home. Go do some push-ups like at your lunch break, right? Whatever it is, whatever your excuse is, there is no reason to put it off. So you got to hit it 3 to 5 times a week, 3 being the minimum, 5 being the maximum. If you go more than 5 times a week, you're going to sacrifice your recovery and you're not going to feel as good. So 3 to 5 times a week is where you should aim to start. The next thing you have to focus on is getting stronger on your compound lifts. So many people, when they get started in the gym, they go straight to hitting the dumbbell curls, to hitting the tricep pushdowns, all the fancy machines. But what's going to give you the most gains is the compound lifts, the bench press, the pull-ups, the squats, the deadlifts, right? Because these things target multiple muscle groups. So my best piece of advice to you would be still go do the other stuff that we'll talk about a bit later, the isolation stuff and all the, fancy fun workout stuff, but make sure you are hitting your compound movements. So many guys will pussy out of hitting bench press, out of hitting their squats and just go hit, oh yeah, the fun little machine. Okay, those guys are all small. Those guys who do that, it's weak, it's soft, like you're a bitch. Like, honestly, if you do that, like you are soft. So do not be soft, okay? Do the hard things. Like, that's just a general principle in life. If you feel like you're skipping over something, if you feel like that you're, wussing out of something because you don't feel like doing it, that's a sign that you got to do it. Like, for me personally, before I sat down to record this video, I didn't really feel like filming a YouTube video. I was, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this. I'll do it tomorrow. No, fuck that. Now I'm filming this video and I'm having a great time. It's fun, but there's always going to be that resistance to doing the things that you have to do, but you just have to get started. You have to do the things that are going to be more difficult. Now, the next thing you have to do is you have to get the right workout routine. The reason why I say this is because so many of the workout routines out there are just complete dog shit. Like, a lot of the workout routines, they don't actually know how to build the type of physique that you want. The physique that you want is the aesthetic V-taper, where your shoulders are wider than your waist, right? Like that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Brad Pitt from Fight Club, American Psycho, right? Like, that's the physique that you want. That's the physique that's attractive. You don't want to look like a fucking, Redditor powerlifter. That's not what you want to look like. And those workout routines, a lot of them online, will make you look like that. And it's about training the right muscles, right? The aesthetic muscles with the right frequency. Now, I'm not going to go super in-depth in it in this video because that alone could be its own 45-minute video. But if you don't know where to start and you want my workout routine for completely free, you can go follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM me the word plan, and I will send you my workout routine for completely free. I'll put the link down in the description to my Instagram. And the last thing you got to do with your training, bro, is you got to train hard. I see so many guys who just show up to the gym, oh yeah, man, oh yeah, feel the burn, oh yeah, and then it's like they don't even push to failure, they set the weights down, they could have easily done more reps. Guess what? Those guys haven't made gains in 2 years. I've been seeing them at the gym for 2 years not making any progress. Why? Because they're being soft. Like, if you go to the gym and you don't push yourself, you're being a bitch. And okay, I should rephrase that a little bit. Not everyone, maybe they're just there to train and have fun and just be healthy. And if so, that's great. But if you're going to the gym, right, and you want to build a sick physique, you got to put in the extra effort, And my belief is dude, if I'm already going to be there, if I'm already going to be putting in the work, I want to get the most results I can. I want to look fucking sick. I don't want to be one of these guys who's just, putting in all the work and not seeing great progress. But the only way you're going to do that is if you push yourself. Every single one of your last sets, you should be getting close to the point where you can't lift anymore. That last rep of bench press, you should barely be able to push it up. And if you're not hitting that, you are not getting the best results that you can. Obviously, with all this being said too, like, be safe. Don't be a fucking idiot. Make sure you search up the workouts, how to do them correctly, how to have good form. When you lift a heavy weight, okay, do a spotter, because I don't want someone coming back to this video and saying, oh, Frank, you said to lift heavy, but I dropped the weight on me and now I'm injured and I can't lift for 4 months. Like, I don't want that to happen, okay? So be safe, do it the right way, have a spotter, do all those things, but make sure you train hard while you do it. Now, moving on to pillar number 3, the diet. Just in case you can't tell, before I get into this section, I am not a doctor. Like, in case you cannot tell, I am not licensed to give medical advice. So when I talk about diet, I am not prescribing you a diet. It is your job to do your own research and figure out what is best for you. This is not advice, this is just my personal opinion. So when it comes to diet, the overarching theme that you want to have is whole, healthy foods, okay? I see a lot of people, they go, oh, you gotta do keto diet, no carbs. Oh, it's like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Just eat whole healthy foods, avoid the ultra processed shit, the McDonald's, the cookies, the ice cream, right? Avoid that stuff for the most part. And on a day-to-day basis, eat clean, eat healthy. And then when you wanna go out to dinner with your family, or you wanna take a girl out on a date, because we know that you're gonna be getting a lot of dates after you build that physique and you get in better shape, then you can indulge, right? Like, don't be the fucking guy who goes out to ice cream with his girlfriend and goes, oh, hey, sweetie, I can't get an ice cream because I'm trying to lose weight. Oh, sorry guys, I can't get a burger because I'm trying to get in shape. No, like, you can enjoy yourself, bro. What's the fucking point of getting in shape and living life if you're never gonna enjoy yourself? Like, I'll still happily go on a date and get an ice cream. I'll still happily go out with my family and get a slice of pizza. But guess what? I can do that because the other 90% of the time when I'm by myself on a day-to-day basis, I'm eating clean. I'm doing the right things. And that's the exact mentality that you gotta have. On a day-to-day basis, you eat clean. Then when you wanna go enjoy yourself once a week or once every other week, you go out for that dinner, you go out for that date, you can treat yourself no problem whatsoever. The next thing you gotta understand with your diet, okay, is you have to have a goal with your diet. Now, what I mean by this is, for every single guy, your physique goals are gonna be a little bit different. If you're super overweight, right, your first goal has to be to lean out, to lose the fat so that you can start to see the muscle. If you're super skinny, your goal has to be to bulk up, to put on more size. If you're kind of like me when I started, where you're skinny fat, you know, like, you're not very overweight, but you don't have a lot of muscle either. You're kind of in that weird in between. Then you have to do what's called a recomp, which is where you're building muscle and burning fat at the same time. And you gotta know what you're doing first and then align your diet goal with it. So the first thing you gotta figure out is, okay, what stage am I at right now? Am I a bulk? Am I a cut? Or am I a recomp? Then once you know that, okay, what are the different things that go into this? Well, if you're bulking, you have to eat more calories than you are burning. You have to eat more. If you are cutting, you have to eat less. If you're recomp, you eat at a maintenance level. And what I will tell you is, if you track your calories, that's awesome. That'll absolutely help you out, and you should do that. But I would be lying to you if I said I tracked my calories all the time. You've seen the progress I've made. I've almost never tracked my calories, like, throughout the whole time. So I'm gonna give you a couple rules you can follow, that if you're like me and you're, I should be tracking my calories, I really should be, but if you're not going to, a couple rules that can kind of help you out, okay? If you are cutting, do not eat until noon, okay? If you can, like, if you're in a situation where you can put off your first meal a bit, don't eat till noon. Do what's called fasting, right? Because this way, when you have less time to eat all your food, you're gonna stay in a deficit. You're not gonna overeat. So instead of eating a meal first thing in the morning, you put it off until noon, and then you eat your first meal. Also, if you're cutting, like, avoid snacking, don't go down and grab the fucking Doritos out of the cabinet or the Cheez-Its off the counter, because all those little extra calories add up, Whenever I'm cutting, I set a hard rule that I do not snack at all, because those calories will add up and they will be the reason that you don't lose weight. Now, if you're bulking, you have to do the opposite. If you're bulking, every single meal, when you eat, just eat a little bit more, okay? Let's say your mom makes some good lasagna or some pasta or a cheeseburger. Eat your first plate, then go load up and get another one because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to bulk. And one extra little plate a day will get you those calories that you need. So that's really everything that you have to know about diet to get started. Now, step number 4, the daily habits, okay? This might be one of the most important parts because the fact of the matter is you could do all these other things, okay? You could be working out, you could be eating clean, but if you don't have the right habits, if your sleep is shit, if you're not living a healthy lifestyle, then you're gonna make so much slower progress than the version of you who dials in his habits. So when we talk about habits, okay, what does that all look like? Number 1, 10K steps a day, okay? Make sure you're going out on walks. Make sure you're hitting the treadmill, incline walk, and you're getting those steps in. Because what this is gonna do is it's gonna keep your body in an active fat burning stage. Also, make sure you are getting your sleep. One thing that one of my old football coaches used to say all the time that I didn't really realize back then, but now I realize how important it is sleep can be the fix-all to life. You wanna have better relationships? Get more sleep. You wanna make more muscle? Get more sleep. You want to be smarter? Get more sleep. It literally improves every single aspect of your life, and physical health, getting in shape is a huge part of that because you are going to train so much harder. You're going to build so much more muscle when you are sleeping consistently. So the key is you got to set a consistent bedtime, be in bed at the same time every single night. Make sure you allow yourself at least 8 hours for sleep, ideally more like 9 or 10. And also before you go to sleep, don't be scrolling on your phone. Don't be playing a bunch of video games or watching a movie that's super like boom, 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 just like action everywhere. Do something that's gonna calm your mind. That's gonna put you in a relaxed, low cortisol state. That's what you need to sleep well. And also make sure you are reading every single day and improving your mental health because like we talked about earlier, that's the foundation of everything. A weak mind is a weak body. If you aren't constantly learning, if you aren't evolving, if you aren't building discipline, none of this physique shit is gonna stick. And I know you might be saying, oh, you're saying to read books and you're saying to improve your mental health. This is a video about physical fitness. But like we said, a weak mind is a weak body, and I guarantee you that discipline, all those things you are learning, will translate into building a better physique. So with all that being said, if you found this video helped you out, and you want to start taking your physique to the next level, you want to become that man that you respect, become that best version of yourself, go book a free game plan call with me in the description below. On that call, we'll chat, see how we can get you started on your journey, build you the steps, the routine to get you going. And it's not a sales call. I'm not going to try and sell you or anything. It's literally just to see if I could help you. And then if you want help, we could talk about it from there. But no pressure. And also be sure to like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this one. So yeah, I'll see you for the next video, bro.